items may be in the hands of riders. Please move behind the yellow line. The gates in front of you are closed.
You're going to see it's going to save you on there, sorry.
So we're off to a bit of an embarrassing start, to be honest. They don't have a test seat for this one. And there goes the one I should be in. Anyway, so I was in the front, and apparently it's a little bit bigger in the back. So you want to try the back seat of that one. It was apparently fairly close, but I was not. I was a little too big for it, so it didn't work out. Anyway, they moved me to the back seat and people to the front, and then it still didn't work, so it was a little bit embarrassing in that aspect. But fortunately, it didn't pass the fat test, which I'm not too upset about because this thing scares me. Believe it or not, I'm not the biggest fan of roller coasters like this. I test them and would ride them for you guys. We're now entering Gotham City. Fat testing Kid Flash Cosmic Coaster here at Six Flags Over Georgia. Oh, you go around twice, at least. Okay. Kid Flash. Unfortunately, there is no test seat, so we will just have to try the ride. Here we go again. Oh! Red wins. Kid Flash Cosmic Coaster. That's a pretty cool. I was hopeful for that one. It's a family coaster, but unfortunately it does fail the fat test. I was a little bit too big for it, but there were some other people that were bigger riding. So, you know, I'm really big right now. So if you're smaller than me, if you're like 325 or so, you should be perfectly fine. Fat testing supervillain swings here at Six Flags Over Georgia. What's your favorite supervillain from DC Comics? All right. Oh, that's a tiny seat. I don't think this is going to work. Unfortunately, supervillain swings fails the fat test. On to the next one. Time to fat test Poison Ivy Toxic Spin here at Six Flags Over Georgia. So it is a scrambler style ride. You have to pick a really, wow, that's high up. That is really high. Okay, this was a really, I was about to give up on it. I decided to push it, but that's very high up. Anyway, there's a seat belt, plenty of room in the seat belt, and then this has to come in. Not too much room here. I don't think this has to be down, so I think it should be good there. We're good to go. Looks like we're gonna make it on this one. And this is actually one that's finally upkept. There's not a lot of stuff in the bottom of it. If you ever see a scrambler style ride, you should be good to go. But again, this is the highest I've ever seen one where you had to step up into it like that. So just be prepared because it is very difficult. Woo! Oh, that breeze feels great. Haha. Oh, that feels good. If you're a bigger guy, really if you're an adult and you're riding with somebody smaller, make sure to sit on near the door because you're going to get thrown towards it. And somebody would definitely get squished. Maybe. See, if I end up over that, if it stops right here. Oh yeah, come on, stop right there. Oh, well, I still have I have a step down. That's awesome. Look at that. Poison Ivy Toxic Spin passes the fat test. Fat testing the Riddler Mindbender at Six Flags Over Georgia. And apparently it's a coaster landmark. I'm probably not fitting. You're good. See, this isn't going to work anyway. That's way too small. So that's what I thought. Yeah, as I suspected, the seatbelt was way too small on that one to even really give it a shot. So unfortunately, Mindbender fails the fat test. On to the next one. It's kind of frustrating because that's now the third roller coaster that's not had a test seat out front. They could save people a lot of time and embarrassment if they would just get that taken care of. I don't understand the thought process. Time to fat test Harley Quinn Wild Whirl here at Six Flags Over Georgia. I'm hopeful for this one as it is a tilt-a-whirl. Here it is. Oh, the drum line just started. So tilt-a-whirls typically have gravity bars. That means they don't lock in place. So this will never, it gets heavier because of the spinning. So you want to make sure not to lift it up, obviously. But yeah, so it just kind of stays. Oh, and we're going. Whoa! I love a tilt-a-whirl. I like this theming too. I love Harley Quinn. You know, she was created for the animated series in the 90s. Whoa! That one got me. Now these do spin depending on where they stop, so you need to be careful with that when you get out. And watch out for kids that may be passing across you. The Six Flags Fun Time Drumline.
Hey, give me that beat.
Time to fat test Batman the Ride here at Six Flags Over Georgia. Batman is under a temporary delay, so we will have to come back later. I really want to buy one of these. That's cool. Wayne Industries. For those that don't happen to know, I am a DC Comics nerd. That's... I am so tempted to just buy a cape and walk around and go, I am Fat Man. But that's too Kevin Smith. I will let him have his own branding. Catwoman Whip is down for maintenance. I have tried this ride at another Six Flags and it did fail the fat test. We're going to head out of Gotham, try to come back for Batman later. But if you'd like a fat tested guide for this park, I will be putting it in writing, putting all my notes down, tips, tricks. I will color code everything, and you can find that at the link below. They are sold for $10 a piece, or you can buy bundles of them for a big discount. So make sure to check out the link below for a printable guide. It also helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. On to the next one. Time to fat test Goliath here at Six Flags Over Georgia. Once again, I do not see a test seat. That's the seat. I'll be able to film as I test it. I gotta put this stuff over here. Well, that one was easy to test because my waist was my large rear end was too big for the seat. It did not work. Anyway, now apparently there is a test seat at the entrance. I'll try to show you guys there, but yeah, definitely failed the fat test for me. Well, I would like to congratulate Six Flags Over Georgia for another first. I just got heckled on whether or not I fit on a ride or not. This is a great park. Having a blast. On to the next one. But first, I do see the test seat. I was wrong. There is a test seat on this one. So here is the seat. I did go up through the flash pass line. That's why I didn't see it. Now, when it comes down, you actually have to be able to push that down to release it. This does lock into place. There's no light to tell you if it's working or not. But, okay. See, I can kind of fit down in here, but it's very tight and I'm not really on the seat. So this doesn't really go down anymore. So yeah, there you go. I will give it to them that the bathrooms have been nice and clean. Some of the cleanest I've seen at a theme park. So props to them. Actually, this entire theme park, cleanliness wise and kept wise has been really good. Let's fat test the Six Flags Railroad. There are 2 stations. We are over at the one near Goliath. I was hoping there was some seating back here like the others, but they do not seem to have it. For some reason, the train has Texas on it. I don't really know why. Here she is. There's only 2 cars. The seats are just bench seats. Though I will say this is pushed forward somewhat. The train engine is called the Texas. Apparently it's been running for over 50 years. Yeah!
On the count of 3, everybody shout your favorite round. 1, 2, 3.
The train right now. Here, this one.
Right. All right. I hope everybody had a great time with us. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
We're at the other station. This is a nice station.
We'll be back at the train station in just a second. And I hope you all have a Six Flags day.
This one looks so much better than the other one. The train station. Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Time to fat test the Monster Mansion here at Six Flags Over Georgia. This looks a little dangerous. My camera is foggy for some reason now, but it's just a bench seat. I thought we was about to drown. This thing is not on the track. Then I'm showing my back.
Howdy, y'all. Marshal Billy Bob Riddler here saying, as you travel and float, keep your hands in the boat.
What are they trying to throw the...
No, you dang fools! This way! Stay out of the marsh! Stay out of the marsh! Oh no!
Oh no! Oh! Me at Halloween.
Ready? Freddy Bitter, light that fuse! Ready, aim, and fire! Oh yeah!
Monster Mansion passes the fat test. Let's go check out the little kids area for superheroes, DC Super Friends. So we're in the kids area here now, and I'm not really sure which ones are supposed to be for just kids or something that I can ride as an adult as well. So we'll try to figure that out and see what is appropriate to test here. Fat testing Batcopters here at Six Flags Over Georgia. This man made it in there. I like how they have Gotham in the center. All right, can I fit in this thing? I think maybe. I wish I could have caught video of that and me trying to get in that thing. No, that ain't working. It's funny. The Batcopters failed the fat test. Time to fat test the Joker's Funhouse here at Six Flags Over Georgia. I like the design. All right. I got it down. I'm in here, but I don't think that's not going anywhere. We'll see. There's not a lot of room in here. I don't think it's gonna work.
Huh?
Nope.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You see, he's laughing at me because the Joker does not pass the fat test. Time to fat test Wonder Woman Flight School. All right, so let's see. It's a bench seat with one belt. It's a high step up. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, I got in it. I got in and I got buckled. Let's see if I pass. I don't know what'll happen. When I asked the team member if she thought I would fit, she gave me a look like, oh hell no. But she was trying not to say it with her words. It was really funny. But so the Joker lady thought I would fit and I didn't. And this one thought I wouldn't fit and it looks like I did. Maybe. We'll see. Apparently Wonder Woman Flight School is about to pass the fat test. We'll find out. All right, we're going. Oh my gosh, we're fitting a swing. We got a swing ride, y'all. The swing rides hardly ever work out. Yeah. Oh, I lost my hat. I lost my hat. We're flying with Wonder Woman. Is this the invisible plane? This is not very invisible. We did it. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. We were doubted, but we did it anyway. Ha! Ha ha! And it looks like I'm going to end up like right where my hat ended up. Look, there's my hat. Ha! Seriously, we ended up right where my hat was. So she actually has to unbuckle you. She gave me a high five. That was funny. Now it does swing when you're getting in and out, so I kind of had to like... it took a second. So just take your time, but I made it. It's official. Wonder Woman Flight School passed the fat test. Now you ain't getting in there with a kid probably, but I had fun. So this is a kid's ride. You have to be between 42 and 54 inches to ride. Superman, Tower of Power. Okay, we've made it over to the Acme area, which is another little kids area. Here's gonna be a few more kids only rides, I think. So, Speedy Gonzales, you have to be under 54 inches. The cheese. Acme Trucking Company. You must be under 54 inches to ride or have a kid with you. Okay, this is the one I actually hope I can ride. Daffy Duck's Bucket Blaster. So yeah, I am too tall to ride. You have to be under 54 inches or have a kid with you. It looks like a lot of fun. Tweety Twee House is not currently operating, but it's another little kids drop ride. Yosemite Sam Wacky Wagons. By the way, a lot of hills. And children's soft play area right here. Adventure Camp Looney Tunes. I think Taz has seen better days. That's all, folks. On to the next one. I would be screaming a lot louder than Fact Testing Justice League. Battle for Metropolis here at the Hall of Justice at Six Flags over Georgia. Truth, hope, honor, courage. Oh, that's cool looking. So this is New 52. This was built in 2017. That's when they were doing the New 52 stuff.
As you saw, the Joker against the doors and head out of the mission.
Oh, you're such a party pooper, Cyclone. Well, it will be long before you are locked up like your Justice League pals.
You don't know me. I'm Cyborg.
Not sure what's happening, but there's some drama going on in the Flash Pass line. So, anyway, these come out, thankfully. These are weapons. There's a trigger there. This will come down. It's one long row. We should be good to go. So I had to put it up under my belly. It was not down far enough. Don't shoot Superman. Oh!
Hold still. It's a gas.
Whoa! We stopped. And it's dark.
Over here, guys.
Oh, now we're up.
Destroy the intrusion. It's over before.
I like the merch. It's pretty cool. It's got an 80s vibe to it in some of this. Like 80s punk. Justice League Battle for Metropolis passes the fat test. Fat test in Rockin Tug here at Six Flags Over Georgia. Am I about to ride this by myself? They said as long as I hold it down, I'm good. Which is easy enough to do. Yay! The Rockin Tug. No comment. Rockin Tug passes the fat test. Kind of. Also, my mic magnet fell off on the ride. It survived a lot of rides and it fell off during that one somehow. But the Shania, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, the team member here was awesome and helped me search for like 5 minutes to find it because there was no line. Thank you so much to her because my little Hollyland mic, I need this. Next, let's fat test up and away here at Six Flags Over Georgia, which is not in Metropolis. Like, we're right by that. You would think that'd be anyway. Look, see one of the little red balloons. By the way, this is what they, if you've never been to Disneyland, this is all Emotional Whirlwind is a better theming of this ride. We fit fine, though these are 2 seats, so we won't talk about the fact that I'm pretty much taking up both of them. I mean, you might. No, you couldn't. They'll have to sit on the other side, which is good about this ride. Also, when I mentioned Disneyland, I forgot theirs actually sits on the ground. This one actually swings, so you can actually move it around still. This is not laying flat. It doesn't pick up off the ground. It's already off the ground. Yay! We're flying in the balloons! Whee! I like this area. This like more wooded area now. I start to really feel like, I don't know, I like it feels more interesting to me with all the woods and the trees and everything up here. And I love the carousel. We'll do that next. But yeah, the carousel looks great. I love the big gazebo. This whole section just, I'm starting to feel it. Whee! I don't know why I like rides like this so much, but this is fun. You go up and down and around a little bit. It's so basic, but I love it. Also, it just feels great. The wind, wonderful. Why, yes, I did decide just to stay on and go again. This is one of those where they have to let you out. They have to open the gate and then do the seatbelt. I want to take a quick moment and give a shout out to Courtyard Marriott and the Fairfield Inn here near Six Flags. If you are interested in organizing a trip to come to Six Flags or really any other amusement park or educational trip, Washington, D.C., New York, I want you to check out my mom's business, which is BlueRidgeTours.net. If you'll go check that out, they've been organizing tours for the last nearly 35 years now. It was my stepdad's business. Fortunately, they weren't doing it when I was a kid. They met when I was in college, so I didn't get to do all that traveling. Actually, my mom never went anywhere and then ended up marrying a guy that like has taken her around the world, and I'm so happy for her. But she runs the business now, and if you are interested in organizing a trip and being able to go on an amazing bus trip somewhere for your kids, for somebody that understands safety, for somebody that understands organization, and for somebody that understands how tough it can be. Because I got to travel with gifted programs as a kid. My mom never had any money. I know what it was like to struggle. She understands what it's like to go through that. And so they've made it as possible for as many kids to go as possible. So if you want your students and your kids to be able to do that, make sure to give them a call, and they will organize an amazing trip and do everything possible to make sure as many of your students get to go. So that, again, that's BlueRidgeTours.net. Check them out. And if you're happening to be coming to Six Flags, again, this has been a great hotel. So this is the fat test for the Georgia Scorcher. It's the first ride you come into if you go to your left. And for some reason, my sound did not come through on this. So I'm going to just walk you through it. Manager was kind enough. The ride is shut down, and the test seat was behind a barrier. He let me in, so we're about to do the test seat here. As you can see, there's a single belt. They said there were no double belts to go up onto this with the shoulder strap. So all the seats seem to be the same size. If you see the double belt, that means there's a larger seat somewhere. And unfortunately, me trying to get into this thing, my waist just did not work out. I was too large for it. You can see there, yeah, I'm just a little too wide. We're going to try this again. Time to fat test Batman the Ride here at Six Flags Over Georgia. Like I said, I don't think, yeah, that's going to be way too far off. One of the things you've probably noticed is that I had to rush through the seats a lot more here. That's because they don't have the test seats, and obviously I'm not allowed to film on the roller coaster, so I have to be a little more cautious and go a little bit faster. That's part of the problem of not having the test seat as well, because I'd love to just be able to show you that and give you a little bit more detail, but I could fit into the seat on that one, but barely. It was pretty tight, and when I pulled it down, I could tell that there was nowhere close to the seat belt. The other challenge on rides like that is reaching up under you to pull the seat belt up is very difficult in general. So unfortunately, Batman fails the fat test. On to the next one. This is a new roller coaster coming later this year, supposedly. Now, construction that doesn't look to have really started yet, but maybe once they've cleared everything, it's a pretty fast install. But looks like an interesting ride. It looks a lot like very similar to Aquaman, so that did fail the fat test. That was at Six Flags Fiesta, though this one's going to have free spinning gondolas as well. So that did not have that. So different aspect in that aspect of the ride, but the mechanism beyond that, the up and back down, looks similar. We're entering into the Lick Skillet Mills area, I think. They have go-karts back here, but that is an extra charge. Looks like it's $10 a person. This is where Pandemonium is, which is a swing ride. And that is the same ride, essentially, as the Riddler at, I believe, Six Flags Over Texas. And that did fail the fat test. Sorry, it's the Riddler at Six Flags Over, Six Flags Over Texas, and the Joker at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. I do not understand why this is popular, but there's a lot of people that love these. There's a few restaurants down here, and there's not a lot of people down this area. It actually smells really good, like barbecue. Okay, this makes more sense. I was wondering why that show was over by Daredevil Dive. This was where it used to be. Time to fat test Sky Screamer here at Six Flags Over Georgia. So with this, you have to pull the belt out as far as possible. That one is going to be a no-go, unfortunately. A little awkward because you're sharing a seat with someone else and you just kind of have to run around and find one. Unfortunately, did not fit into the seat properly, so Sky Screamer fails the fat test. Blue Hawk is unfortunately under maintenance and I cannot fat test it. Time to fat test the Great American Scream Machine here at Six Flags Over Georgia. Big shout out to Hannah. I just got to meet you. Pleasure hanging out with you, and thanks for saying hi. Hope you're having a great day here. So let's say it has seat belts and lap bar restraints.
Just unbuckle the seat belts. Once again, all the seats are available. Just unbuckle the seat belts. Welcome to the Great American Scream Machine, where you must.
See if I'll even fit in this thing. Yes, I'm breathing hard trying to get into this thing. But as you can see, this is what I mean when I say I buckle around my legs and then I slide down into it. Not a lot of sliding to be done here, and then I pull it back, and we'll see if it works. Is it going to be down enough or no? Is it down?
Okay.
Okay.
All attendants visual scan. Visual scan complete, use gates clear. As the gates clear. All attendants are clear. All clear dispatch today, right?
So we definitely pushed the edge on that one, but it passed the fat test. It was very tight, but the seatbelt worked. On to the next one. They do have a Hurricane Harbor water park here as well, but unfortunately it doesn't open until May. This is all the Superman merch. Oh, they have a crypto. Okay, that's awesome. I want it. I love all this stuff. I'm such a Superman geek. Speaking of, let's go fat test that ride. Time to fat test Superman Ultimate Flight here at Six Flags Over Georgia. And this is awesome. There's a giant S on the ground. And it looks like this one actually has a test seat. Is the test seat open? All right, here's how far this goes up, and then it has to go into the green zone. So it's a tight fit, but I was able to get into the thing, and here's where it comes down to for me. Unfortunately, that is not getting into the green zone. So Superman Ultimate Flight sadly fails the fat test. Bye, Texas. Fat testing the Hanson Ride here at Six Flags Over Georgia. So this is just like the Tomorrowland Speedway at Disney, or Acrophobia at Disneyland, except there's only one track. It's kind of nice. You're driving around the mountainside, the hillside here. I kind of fit up under here, not fully. My gut would be in the way, so I'm kind of sitting off to the side. Hard to drive with one hand. I thought it was a longer track. It really just goes around this little mountain area. It's not too long. Hope you enjoyed Hanson Ride. That only took about a minute. Time to fat test the Riverview Carousel here at Six Flags Over Georgia. Apparently it was constructed in 1908. They have horses that move, horses that don't move, and row seats. I don't know if you have to buckle up or not. Oh, the step is only on one side. The seat is pretty small, so I'm hanging off of it, but I recommend I use that to help me get up here. And we're off. We're doing it, yay! I love a carousel. I don't know what it is. There's something classic, especially this one. It was built in 1908, right? Like, that is amazing. And it's still running. Oh my goodness. President Harding, William Randolph Hearst, and Al Capone rode this carousel. That's crazy. And the horses are hand carved. Wow. That was pretty awesome. So yeah, that was built in 1908. It was built in Philadelphia and was moved to Chicago and then moved here. And that was really cool. Time to fat test Dahlonega Mine Train here at Six Flags Over Georgia. Bugs Bunny's playing. You say this one's a little bit bigger?
Yeah, it has extra leg space.
Perfect, thank you so much. What row is this? Or I guess
It's C24 and train 2, I believe.
Okay. Is it pretty much any of the back rows?
Yeah, any back rows of these.
Okay, good to know.
Hands up, hands up.
Let's see if it'll fit.
I got you, sir.
If it doesn't work, it's okay.
No, I feel bad. Can you cross your legs?
Yep. If it doesn't go, it's okay. Not a big deal. You're fine. So this is one of those where the front, they push it down and it controls all three of them. They tried so hard and they were so nice about it. I appreciate the team members. But unfortunately, it fails the fat test. On to the next one. Since I'm a Diamond Pass member, I should have access to the VIP lounge. Let's see what it's like. Here's the Diamond Lounge. I think the one at Six Flags Over Texas has been my favorite. Here's the snacks they have. Even if you don't have one of these cups, you can use one of those. And then they have chips over here. Here's the seating. It's a little stuffy in there. It's actually nicer outside today. And the tavern along the rails, which is a bar, is now open to everybody. It's a nice patio. Acrophobia is unfortunately closed, but we have tried a lot of drop zone rides like this before and haven't been able to fit on it, so on to the next one. Time to fat test Twisted Cyclone here at Six Flags Over Georgia. And this is one of 3 rides that have actually had a test seat out front, so that's nice. So just in here, I can already tell it's just going to be tight to get into. So I can get in the seat at least. But yeah. We're a ways off here. So you can see there's the light down there where it's going to be red. We're way off. This is my new friend Andrew. He's going to get in so we can at least see the light. Yeah, for some reason the light only comes on when you have somebody in it. All right, now that's where it is on him. Lit up a little bit. Yeah, barely.
That's the cutoff line.
That's the cutoff line right there. So it's got a ways to go. Unfortunately, Twisted Cyclone fails the fat test. On to the next one. Time to fact test Log Jam Jamboree here at Six Flags Over Georgia, and my friend Hannah is going to be joining me. Hi. Let's go. This is my last ride here at Six Flags Over Georgia since I'm about to get wet, and then we'll also be telling you my thoughts on coming here, giving you tips and tricks, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And if you haven't liked and shared the video, please go ahead and do that, and check out the links below. Here it is, like a regular log. It's the step down that's tough. Stepping in was tough, but we got down here. There we are. We made it. So I got a little soaked because of one of the splashes into the boat, not necessarily on the other one. Hannah's dry, but it passed the fat test. They wouldn't let us record